is 8 AM and today is competition day. I'm playing at the Quinta, which is a venue that I played last week in the first event, so I know the course, and obviously third tournament in, so I'm feeling a lot more confident. Feel like my game's slowly getting in shape. So what I want to do today is what I've meant to do for the trip, the idea of being here, really document my tournaments, and I haven't done that. I've kind of lost track a bit with the direction. So we're back on it. We're trying to do as daily a vlog as possible and go in depth with the tournaments, talk about the rounds afterwards. I've got a 10:50 tea time this morning, so just gonna have some breakfast and then get down there. Obviously turn the camera off, and then afterwards we go in depth and really talk about the round. There we go, dog's dinner for one. Okay, so before we actually go out, we're just going to discuss what I've got in the bag today and what I've taken out. So let me just start with what I've taken out of the full set. Firstly, it's the 3-iron. Secondly, the Maverick 3-wood. Alright, and the reason for that, the reason I'm playing driver UT, which is 18 degree, and this one, which is 16. This golf course is quite short. This golf course is tight, all right, and tight with trouble both sides, so you need to keep it in play. So for the shots where I need to hit it like 240 and keep it in play, I'd just hit like a little dinky cut with this Apex UT. And for the ones I need to hit it a bit further, maybe get it running up the fairway like 260, 270, I'll hit this one, which is bent to 16. Other than that, wedge setup, it's still the same, still playing like a 45 degree pitching wedge, and then 48, 52, 56 of the jaws, and then 60. This which I'm pretty much just using out bunkers. Nice little club that. Right, good morning. So on the way to the golf course now, like 5 minutes away. Leon's just picking up some water. Yeah, feeling a bit better about today's round. Here he is. I'll check back in a minute. There we are.
Gracias.
Going low.
I'm saying,
You're gonna shoot another low one. Or a low one.
well, we get another crack at this place.
We do, yeah.
I'm very excited.
The last time you won.
Yes. And for you, it's a crack at redemption.
It is, mate. That was the first event, first competitive round, so we're going to get better. Today's going to be better.
Awesome.
Full round recap afterwards.
And the game is in much better state.
It is a lot better, yeah.
Good stuff.
So we're going to smash it. Right, another day done. Another day done. What a place to be in evening, though. Alright, so I said I'd do a tournament recap at the start of the day. Obviously was hoping for a better round, and definitely got one today. So moving in the right direction. So just start with the score firstly. So this was West in the Quinta, same course that I played for the first venue, this being my third tournament now. And I shot 3 over today, which isn't too bad. It's a tight fiddly golf course, can be quite tricky and quite penal. So 3 over's not too bad, and I just want to get into what happened in the round, how I felt, blah blah blah, and go over the stats as well. And let me know in the comments below before I actually start to get into this, what you think about this kind of thing, because obviously this is where it's at. I'm trying to compete, and I want to share as much with you as possible about how I feel, about how I'm playing, and eventually get some on-course footage as well. So tomorrow, Flower's actually landing in the morning. He's getting dropped down to the golf club, and he should be there around midday. So I've got a 10 o'clock tee off tomorrow, and I may be able to get him to film the back nine. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. If a lot of you are saying yes, film the back nine, then I'll get him to do that, because he was going to possibly caddy, but I think it'd probably make more sense for him to film some shots instead. Let's break down how this went with the scorecard and stuff. So started off with a birdie, started off pretty strong. On the front nine, 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, had a little run, or 2 bogeys in a row, kind of like halfway through the front nine. which halted things a bit, but got it back with a birdie on 9. That was probably the birdie that held on 9, which was 20 foot, was probably the only putt over 5 foot that hold all day. It was just one of those days where I didn't really hold anything. I missed a lot of short putts for par. So the score, I mean, the guy that I played with, who actually played hockey in the Olympics, ice hockey in the Olympics for Finland, played with him. He said that was literally like the worst you could have shot today. So things are definitely looking in the right direction, and it's positive. Right, so the back 9. I started the back 9 with 4 bogeys in a row, and really frustrating as well, because I just held a birdie putt on 9, and then heading into 10, I had 80 yards. Right, so 80 yards, pins sort of like mid-back. Just tried to hit a little 56 in there, thought I hit a really good golf shot. It lands long, it plugs in the bunker, but like in the face of the bunker, but just over the lip. So it wasn't really the hardest shot. The green is rolling away, so I was just trying to, like, you know, do the old chunk and run, get it rolling down the green, but released all the way to the front, almost hold the putt. Then on the next, in a bunker, knocked it out, lipped out for par. On the next, greenside bunker, knocked it out, lipped it out for par. Next hole, greenside bunker, knocked it out, lipped it out for par, all from under 10 foot. So that was a frustrating way to start the back 9. And at that point I was thinking, come on, let's just get like a round, like a respectable round in, because I didn't want to shoot another high number, because it is a bit demoralising when you're trying to, you know, shoot good scores. But I came back with a birdie on the par 5, and then for the next, for the next 4 holes, made a good par, and then I had 3 really good looks for birdie for the last 3 holes, missed them all. So it was one of those days. I'm going to break down the stats now, but I just didn't hold the thing. So 9 out of 14 fairways, actually got it off the tee really well today. What I've been working on, especially around here, especially around these golf courses, because they're so tight, I've been working on just like this stinger cut driver, which just gets it in play out there about 280 to 300 yards. It's so easy to get in play, and just gives me a chance of it getting on the green, basically. Green in reg, 9 out of 18, which isn't great, but that's a couple fringes to add on to that, which bring it up to 11, which isn't too bad. Now scrambling. So I got up and down 4 times, which isn't too bad, but sand saves, obviously 1 out of 5, which is crap, really. But that's not down to poor bunker play. I actually hit some really good bunker shots, but just didn't hold the putts. Now, I usually put how many putts I made around down, but Leon just told me, he was like, it's not really relevant, so it's best to do your holes, your footage hold. Now, I hold 62 foot of putts. Now, if you do your own stats, you'll know that that's low. Alright, so I hold 1 putt, which is 20 foot, the rest were under 5 foot. Leon, for instance, hold double footage, so like 126 foot, I think. So that just shows you, it's just like a few putts that could have gone in, but didn't. But ultimately, as a complete recap, I'm just glad to get like an alright round in at 3 over, it's not too bad. Seeing as this is, you know, like the 5th competitive round of golf, and things are just trending in the right direction. So tomorrow, going to go out there, exactly the same game plan, and try and get like a level par round in. Getting a level par round early would be nice, and then we can just keep pushing on. And that's the idea with this, just to keep pushing on, keep making progress. It's not going to come straight away, but that's the idea of this series, is to take you along on the journey, to use that overused cliche, and just show you how I progress, and then from that hopefully you can, you know, extract some stuff from that, and with the content I want to provide as much value for you as possible. So that's kind of where we're going to take it. Now Leon, on the other hand, shot a really good score, shot 5 under today, so he's leading. That is a very good score around there. Leon hit like 13 greens, hold a decent amount of putts, so he's leading, and he'll be playing with a guy I played with today who shot 5 under as well, and I'm sort of like mid-pack on 3 over. So yes, that's where we are. This is so yeah, let me know what you think of this, because this is just a day vlog update type thing. That's what I want to do, keep updating, keep making day vlogs, and ultimately get to a point where I can show you the actual tournament footage. So like I said, leave your comments down below. Do you want to see tournament footage? Obviously you do, but tomorrow, should I get a caddy or should I show you some tournament footage? And if you say yes, then I'll try and get Flounder film. But on the other hand, the other video that I did with Leon, that's going to be up, and it's just going to be a whole front nine, just golf, okay? Let me know about your stats as well. Do you do your stats? I think it's important. Get an idea of where your game is, especially just like stuff like putts hold and stuff. You can really see after the round like where you struggle, and you don't actually, I don't think you see it until you actually get it down sometimes. So that's it. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Another day vlog tomorrow, hopefully with a good score to report. Alright, see you tomorrow.